November 16th, 2003, the 17th annual Survivor Series at the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas, in front of 13,487 people, with 716,000 people watching around the world. The final great buy rate number for Survivor Series. A really good video package about survival, because it's Survivor Series, get it? The voiceover guy has an amazing deep gravelly voice that sounds so epic. The set is lovely, and we have an ambulance and dirt mound for tonight's show. You'll see why later. Match 1. Team Angle, which consists of Kurt Angle, Chris Benoit, Hardcore Holly, John Cena and Bradshaw, against Team Lesnar, Brock Lesnar, Matt Morgan, Nathan Jones, A-Train and Big Show. John Cena just turned babyface for his 22-year run, and he cut to rap before the match, a 7 out of 10, it was relatively funny. Hardcore Holly is back from injury after being out for a year with a broken neck from Brock Lesnar. For Team Lesnar, Matt Morgan debuted. He won't last long, and Nathan Jones is back.
I don't really care.
Again, he doesn't last much longer. Hardcore Holly beats up Brock Lesnar on the outside and gets himself DQ'd and eliminated before the match even begins. Thankfully, A-Train is eliminated after 1 minute from a Bradshaw clothesline from hell.
Yatta!
Bradshaw is then out straight after from a Big Show chokeslam. Most of the next minute sees Benoit and Cena both get beaten up. An Angle gets the hot tag and takes out everyone and eliminates Matt Morgan with an Angle slam and then makes Nathan Jones tap out to the ankle lock to give his team the advantage. But Lesnar F5s Angle and eliminates him straight after, leaving a tag match between Benoit and Cena against Lesnar and Big Show. In a shock moment though, Brock Lesnar taps out to Chris Benoit. This would lead to them having a great singles match on SmackDown. Cena hits Show with a chain and then hits an insane FU to the 500-pound Big Show to win and get his big moment. While this is a huge moment for Cena, the match felt quite rushed. It was fun, but not a classic, but the ending was well done. Solid stuff. Rating, a C+. We see Vince and Shane backstage. He points out both McMahons are facing each member of the Brothers of Destruction tonight. Shane says he feels sorry for Vince. Vince then runs into Austin, who laughs at him and then stares at him. Can't say those segments were really needed. Match 2, Women's Championship, Molly Holly versus Lita. Molly dominated a lot, and Lita took a nasty bump to the outside, and Molly also hit a lovely handspring elbow. Lita did some nice high flying and showcased her skills. We got a long submission hold, which can sometimes be boring, but with Molly's cleavage, I could stomach it. Lita also hit a lovely strong powerbomb for a good near fall. The moonsault missed, allowing Molly to go up and hit the Molly go round, which is an awesome move. But Lita kicked out, which actually shocked me. Molly opens up the buckle and sends Lita face first into it, which allows Molly to retain the belt. A really solid match. It was well paced with some good dramatic moments, and Lita looked great in defeat. Yeah, rating a C+. Match 3, Shane O'Mac versus Kane in an ambulance match. We get an epic video package with the epic classical music. I love when we get that music. I've really been enjoying this feud. Testicles have been electrocuted, nurses have been beaten up, there's been attempted murder, dinners. Yeah, a lot of stuff has happened. But this was an epic fight full of iconic moments that are etched into my mind. I mean, we begun the match with Shane running at Kane, sending him over the ropes, and Kane nearly lands straight down on his bloody head. We got a diving elbow drop through the announce table, a Shane staple. Some backstage fighting, including Shane backing up an SUV into Kane, sending him through a glass security booth. And then we got the coast to coast off the top of the ambulance. I mean, just some crazy shit. In the end, the right guy won as Kane tombstone Shane on the concrete and put him in the ambulance. Really epic stuff and a great final match to end this epic feud. This is how you end the feud. Rating, I'm going to give this an A. Josh Matthews interviews Brock Lesnar, telling him, you tapped out, Brock. Brock denies tapping out, denying reality with video evidence. Who does he think he is? A liberal? Goldberg shows up and we get a quick interaction. A dream match we all thought we wanted at the time. I assume I wasn't around at the time watching, but you get my drift. Jonathan Coachman arrives in a neck brace after getting beaten up by Team Austin. And he cuts a promo.
Oh, will you shut the fuck up?
Coachman then calls out Mark Cuban, who is in the front row. This is so pointless. Eric Bischoff then comes out and challenges Cuban to get in the ring, and he pushes over Eric. Then Orton comes out and RKO's Cuban, and that was a complete waste of time.
It's shit.
Evolution are backstage with tons of hot ladies, living the dream life. Match 4, WWE Tag Team Championship, Los Guerreros versus the Bajin Brothers. Shiniko is in red leather. I do love some leather. The Bajins have new gear, leather stuff with handcuffs as they are into BDSM. Shiniko whips them to get them hyped. This is a sub 10 minute tag match, which was pretty good. Nothing amazing, but pretty fun. Some of the moves didn't quite hit as they should have, but Chavo's hot tag was good, as was Los Guerreros' tag moves as a whole. Such smooth tag team moves. Shaniqua got herself involved, and Eddie hit a frog splash on her. Then they spank her ass. Very nice. The finish was really well done as Chavo does a tornado DDT and accidentally kicks Eddie, which costs them the match. I liked that, and it progressed the story of Chavo and Eddie's falling out. Rating? A high C+. Match 5, Team Eric Bischoff, Randy Orton, Chris Jericho, Christian, Mark Henry and Scott Steiner against Team Stone Cold Steve Austin, the Dudley Boys, Rob Van Dam, Booker T and Shawn Michaels. If Austin's team loses, then he is fired as Raw GM. If his team wins though, he can raise all the hell he wants. Jericho and RVD had some nice sequences to begin with. Booker T had a good hot tag. Booker T beats Steiner with a bookend to eliminate him, but Booker himself gets eliminated quickly after by Mark Henry, setting up their feud. Mark Henry gets eliminated after a 3D and 5-star frog splash. It took 3 people to get him out, so good there. Jericho pushes RVD off the top rope into an RKO from Orton to have him eliminated, leaving it 3-on-3. Jericho then himself eliminates Devon, and Christian eliminates Bubba after a low blow from Jericho, so Shawn is left all on his lonesome against 3 men. And this is when the match gets really good. Shawn Michaels is seriously so good. So good. This match's quality derives from Shawn's brilliance. His performance when it is 3-on-1 and he is bleeding out and fighting for his life is just incredible. His selling is superbly done. The little spurts of energy are done so well. And he gets one little one and hits a out of nowhere screeching music on Christian to eliminate him and bring it to a 2-on-1. I love that. Jericho tries for a lion salt, but Shawn gets his knees up and eventually gets some life back to eliminate Jericho. And Jericho pops Shawn with a chair out of anger. The ref gets taken out by accident and Shawn is barely able to get up, but Eric Bischoff interferes and kicks Shawn, so Austin stomps a motto in his ass and walks it dry and then stunners Austin to a huge pop in an epic moment. As they fight up the ramp, newest Evolution member Batista arrives and powerbombs Shawn Michaels, allowing Orton to win, and with that, Austin is gone from WWE. The way Shawn fights back to 1-on-1 but just can't get the job done. The story is told wonderfully. Incredible stuff. A match that shows how good Shawn is and proof that drama and storytelling is more important than flip-de-doos. Top level match. Rating an A+. After the match, Austin shows a beaten and bloody Shawn all the respect he has earned. Austin then makes one last entrance to say goodbye. He says he loves the fans to end his promo. We then get one last ass kicking as Austin beats up Jonathan Coachman. Match 6, Vince McMahon versus The Undertaker in a Buried Alive match. We get a pretty decent video package before the match. Vince begins by praying in the corner. He believes there is a higher power watching his back to make him win. 90% of this match is Vince getting his ass kicked by The Undertaker. It is fun at moments, but without any pushback it does get a little bit boring. Vince gets busted open in one punch. A bit too much too soon, and the blood is too much, especially considering the match before this. Vince's only offense was a low blow. That's about it. I guess it's quite realistic, I guess. But just when Undertaker has it won, Kane interferes and helps Vince bury The Undertaker alive to win. I usually love Vince's matches, but this was a weaker one for sure. Rating, a C-. The main event, World Heavyweight Championship, Triple H vs Goldberg. In the build-up, Triple H put a bounty on Goldberg, Batista took up on it and in the end and joined Evolution by breaking Goldberg's leg. The video package just cuts off randomly. Triple H is still wearing his biker shorts covering his injury, and we get no full Goldberg entrance, which is disappointing. This was a lot better than their previous match at Unforgiven. It actually told a good story, which I appreciate. Goldberg's selling was really done, he sold his leg very well. One down point is when Triple H hits Goldberg's ankle with a chair on the steps. Would have been really cool if we hadn't just seen it in the previous match. Of course, all of the Evolution interfered, but Goldberg gains control of the sledgehammer so he can take them out more realistically. I enjoyed this a fair amount, nothing exceptional, but pretty decent. Goldberg retained with a jackhammer. Rating, a C+. So overall, I would say this was actually a really good show because you had two amazing matches and nothing really bad. I mean, there was no rating Ds or anything. So I give this show a B, a rating of a B. Match of the night was Team Austin versus Team Bischoff, an absolute classic. Definitely go out of your way to watch that. And the worst match of the night wasn't even that bad. It was Vince McMahon versus The Undertaker. It had its moments, it served a purpose, but it just wasn't super entertaining. Could have been done better. Moment of the night for me was Shane McMahon's coast to coast off the ambulance. I always remember that. And sexy moment of the night is Molly Holly's cleavage. Not much to choose from, but that was very nice in the rest hold. MVP is number only one person per match can get one of these. Bronze medal, give it to John Cena for having his big moment in the opening match. Silver medal, Shane McMahon for his epic performance in the ambulance match. He really gave it his all. And the gold medal has to go to Shawn Michaels for that incredible performance. A show-stealing performance. So thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I know you won't, but I'll say it anyways.
Peace out, my brothers.